Today, I'm going to show you a free EA from the MQL5 marketplace that I recently came across that has almost 200 positive reviews and many positive comments. After optimizing the inputs for ultimate results, I managed to get over 500% as a return on a 1-year backtest. So today, I'm going to place it onto a demo account, let it run for a while, and if the real results match the backtest, I'll definitely place it onto a live account. Stay tuned until the end, and I'll share my save file with you so you can try it yourself. Let's get started. So the EA I am talking about is the Stratus Zephyr, and the reason that I chose it is because if you look, it's got a very high score of 4.87, so it's pretty close to 5, but it's got 94 reviews. If we go into it, I've got it open in another window, you'll see that it has 126 reviews. Almost all of them are positive. Of course, there's always going to be 1 or 2 negative ones, but if you look through them very briefly, you can see that almost all of them are 5-star. Now, another thing that caught my attention with this EA was when I was looking through the details of it and the instructions, what I noticed was that as a minimum deposit, they recommend 100 USD or equivalent. Now keep in mind that is the minimum, but I wanted to see how accurate that actually was. So what I did was I placed it onto an existing demo account that I have with Eightcap. And the reason that I selected Eightcap is because they are a fully regulated broker. And if we go down to the bottom of the page, we can see that quite clearly here. This will show you all of the regulations. And if we go up to the top, what you can see is that they have loads of instruments to select from. But more importantly, if we just go into some of their instruments, in Euro USD, that will be the currency that we'll be using for today. You'll see that the spread starts from 0 pips. Now, it is absolutely crucial to select the broker with the tightest spreads possible and the best trading conditions. And the reason is that I actually tested this expert advisor, or I backtested this expert advisor with a few other brokers, and the results were nowhere near as good as the ones that I got on Eightcap, and that is because of their trading conditions and particularly their spread. So let's go to the VPS. This is one of my demo accounts where I'm testing a number of EAs, and you'll see that I do have the Stratus Zephyr already downloaded and installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and select test. Okay, now I've already run a few backtests on here, so I've got the settings that I want to use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this back to default, and what we're going to do is let's run a quick backtest with default. If we just go back to the settings, you'll see that I have it on Euro USD on the H1 timeframe. I'm running my backtest from the 1st of January of 2024 until the 15th of January, so pretty much a year, a little over a year. On my delays, I'm putting it on 10 milliseconds. I think that's probably quite accurate. Modeling will be every tick, and here you can see that I have made my deposit amount $100 with a leverage of 1 to 100, because that is the leverage that I trade with generally and the leverage that I have on this account. Okay, I'm not going to optimize it, and I have the default inputs as you saw. So let's just start that back test. We're going to select the graph, and you can see that it is pretty good. It is looking pretty good. And then we have a major drawdown, and then the account crashes, and that was in April. So I went back to the inputs and I just looked through it, and I just changed one thing, and that was this exponential growth, and I changed that to incremental growth. Okay, and I hit start again. All the other settings are the same. Let's go back to the graph, and what you can see is that now we have a very different backtest. We've gone past April. We don't have that same crash. Do have a few drawdowns here. Okay, and that's it. The backtest is complete, and what you can see is that we have ended up on about 675. We'll quickly go to the backtest results so that we can look at it in more details, and what you'll see is that we have a total net profit of 584. We have a gross profit of 730. So that will be the profit that is left over after we have paid all of the broker fees, and if there's any commissions, anything like that. So we're left with about 584, so just under 600. Now, what is quite important to note though, is that there was quite a large drawdown. There was an equity drawdown of about 56%. Now, on a live trading account, that's not really a problem, because as you've seen from the graph, it did recover pretty quickly from that. So this period here, if we click on it, you'll see that this drawdown started on around the 21st of August, and it ended around the 28th. So that was about a week. So it was a little bit of a period of a drawdown, but it did recover, and you can see that on the equity line. It recovered nicely, and there were a few other small drawdowns. But it is quite important to note that this is a grid system. You will go through drawdowns, you will experience drawdowns, but if you can just wait it out based on the backtest, it does recover. So that's it. Looks pretty good to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a Euro USD chart, and we'll do that just by clicking the Euro USD in the market watch and selecting chart window. And what you'll see, it will open up a chart for me, and it'll have a whole lot of trades already on it. That is because I am trading a different expert advisor in this account already. So it's just showing me the trades that expert advisor has opened. But if you look at the top right hand corner of it, you'll see that there isn't anything there. It means that there's nothing attached to this chart. There's no EA attached to this chart currently. You're just seeing all the trades that I currently have on the euro dollar. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just make 100% sure that algo trading is enabled. So if this was a new account that I'd opened, algo trading would be disabled by default. And before I attach my EA to the chart, I would need to enable algo trading. Now, on that note, I just want to point out that trading is not only about finding good EAs. You need to understand the basics, like enabling auto trading first. And if you want to become an algo trader, you can join our completely free algo trading program, which includes free courses, free robots, loads of free resources, and even a 20-minute one-on-one call with me. Okay, let's come back to our chart. And what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly go back to the back test. One thing I did forget to do, which I'll show you, is we'll just do it by right-clicking. The inputs that I selected are still there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click, I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to, let's go to the downloads, and I'm going to save this as the Stratus Zephyr Euro USD H1 $100. Okay, I click on save. All right, close the tester once again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Stratus Zephyr from my list. I did download it from the NQL5 marketplace, and I've shown you how to do that in other videos. So for there, I'm just going to drag and drop it onto the chart. You'll see that it opens up. We're going to go to inputs. Here I'm going to select load, and then I'm going to select the set file that I created, and I will include the set file for you in the download of the EA as well, which you'll find in the description below the video. Click on OK, and you can see now that we have the EA attached to the chart. Here it is here, it's attached to the chart. You can see the blue top hat in the right hand corner, and we know that it is on and it is trading. And that's it. We're going to leave it and see what it does. Okay, so we've put the Stratus Zephyr to the test. And if it continues performing well, this could be a great option for traders with small accounts or a portfolio of EAs in a larger account like me. I've left a link to Eightcap and the EA in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. Plus, if you want to use the same settings I did, you'll find them in the same place as the robot. Thanks for watching, and before you go, check out this video where I tested another free EA suitable for a small account. I'll see you soon, and trade safe.